Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? It's another lunchtime craft session. So welcome to my channel. Today I am working on some Christmas journals. They're going to be hardback book journals. And so yesterday I was about to cut this cover off of this one and I ran out of time. Today is Wednesday and it's a rainy day outside. I was going to go out and I thought, you know, it's just a good day to stay inside and do some crafting. So that's what I'm doing. So I was going to cut this off and try to see the best way. I'm going to just try to cut it off with my scissors. That's the easiest way to do it. If you can't cut it off with your scissors, then you can get a box cutter out or an X-Acto knife. But if you can cut it off with scissors, kind of the easiest way, you know. This is a neat little cute book. It looks, I looked at the copyright yesterday and it said 1960 something, and but it looks older, you know. It looks like it could have been 1930s or something. It just looks really old, but it's so, I think it's so pretty with the aging on it. I love the aging on it. It just adds a lot of charm. And I love the colors too, the blue and red. So that's the front. This is the back, and I want to see if I can get all the spines for these. I have 4 here to work on today. Plus I brought 1 or 2 magazines. I think I brought 2, at least 2, because I would like to, I put them away last year for this year, some Christmas magazines, and I'd like to make some Christmas magazine journals. I think that would be fun. I just have all kinds of stuff I want to do for Christmas journals this year, so I really wanted to, I was anxious to get started on Christmas stuff because I know I knew I wanted to do so many things, so I needed to get started early if I could. So at home I'm working on my let's see, what am I working on? My design team project for its Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I already finished my design team project for, and this is for November, and they're Christmas, it's going to be Christmassy, and I already finished my design team project for Studio 28E, which was Christmassy also. Those are in my shop. Those are little Christmas minis, came out super cute if you haven't seen that video. Okay, so that one's ready, cut. Okay, so I just kind of try to get this smooth, but we're gonna put cardboard, you know, add a spine. Try to get this smooth as you can, but it is going to be completely covered up. But you do want it to be straight as possible. So this one came apart really nice and straight. So I think this one is actually good to go. That was an easy one. So that one's ready. I do like to keep the pages together to make sure I know what's what with the pages and keep them in order in case I want to leave them in order in the book. This one, I think this one needs a little evening out here. Let me see. This top part, yeah, this right here is very weak. So if I can cut that off, then we'll be down to the hard part of the cover. So I think that's pretty good. A bit more maybe, if I can get it off of there. Okay, that should be good. Alrighty, that's the pages. We'll work on this later, getting this glue off here and cutting this off and stuff. Right now I'm just concerned with the covers because, you know, I have my hour for lunch, so I gotta focus on what I want to get done here and try not to get off on something else. So yeah, it's raining outside. It was good. It was cloudy this morning, but now it's raining. I was hoping it would hold off and let me go to lunch, but I mean out. I wanted to run by somewhere, run an errand, but do not want to walk around in the rain, even with an umbrella. Okay. All right, I think that's good. Let me do this side a little bit. Trash. Since I'm at work on my lunch break, I brought in a box lid here. This is a box lid, which is a little thicker than normal cardboard, so to protect the desk or table that I'm working at here. Since it doesn't belong to me, I need to, you know, take care of what I'm working on here. So let's see, I did those two. This one definitely needs some evening up here. Let's see, oh, we've got a big, oh, I've got the, yeah, this is just paper right here, so I need to cut all that off. Okay, that's pretty straight. All right, the pages. We've got the pages and the back. Just needs a little evening up. Most of that paper was extra, you know, the extra paper pieces or spine was on that front cover. So this just needs a little evening up here. That's good to go. Let's see if there's anything else I need to take off here. I think that's okay. This is just paper, it's not even cardboard or anything. Okay, now the little golden book is, that's good to go. If you didn't see the video yesterday, watch that, and that'll show how I take these apart and keep the spine and use that, this gold part, I use that in my little golden book journals. Okay, so that's pretty straight. That's good to go. Okay, now for the spine. Oh, I found a snowflake. I have to put that with the snowflakes. Okay, so next I'm going to, I brought 2 pieces of cardboard here. They're pretty thick. It's like chipboard. Okay, and I'm going to see if we can cut these with whatever I have here. I don't know if I ever used this to cut cardboard. This is my work paper cutter. I don't know if I ever used that to cut cardboard before, so we'll see. I'm going to give it a test here. And I've got another piece here that is a little bit, it's pretty thick too, but I think it's a little bit thinner than this one. It might be, yeah, they might be about the same though. Okay, let's try, okay, this is how I get the size of my, I'm going to do 1.5 inch spines on all of these, 1.5. Talking a little quiet because I'm at work, just as a reminder. But 1.5, so we just measure 1.5, and make sure you know where your ruler starts, because like, see, you know, you don't measure from here, you measure from that first line on this ruler. So make sure you look at your ruler and see where your 1 inch starts so you can get a proper measurement. So we're going to put that line right on the edge and put a 1.5. This pencil looks like it's got something on it. 1.5 right there. And I need 4 spines, so I'm going to go ahead and mark 1.5 all the way down, making sure that I put that line in the proper spot to get a proper, correct measurement for 1.5. Okay, and I need 4. I haven't decided on that little one yet because, you know, I just haven't. It's not decorated on the cover, and I can decorate. I just don't know if I wanted. I have so many things I want to do this Christmas. I might have to just, you know, pick and choose a little bit in order to get everything done that I want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I should be able to get within that 1.5 inches. I should be able to get at least 2 signatures, and maybe I'm going to try to see if I can get 2 signatures and the book. Like for the little golden book, maybe especially. The other ones not so much, but the little golden book, at least I want to get a 3rd signature, and that would be the book pages, the book story in the middle of the 2 signatures. Okay, so let's see how this, first of all, I don't need this yet. I need to just cut these and see how we do with cutting. This does with cutting cardboard. Okay, it should do all right, but I've only used this one to cut paper, so let's give it a try. Oh, it did good. Cut right through. I know my daughter-in-law gave me this, and she said she put a new blade on it just before she gave it to me, because I mean, I don't think she was planning on getting rid of it. But then her father gave her a new paper cutter, a new, nicer paper cutter. So this was on its way to Goodwill, and she said, "Do you want this?" And I said, "Yes, I do." That can be my work paper cutter. And that's before I started crafting at work. I just was cutting up paper for some reason at work, and I thought this would be perfect for cutting up the paper that I was cutting up at that time. So, all right, one more. Oops, that one didn't quite get right here. There we go. There's our 4 spines, the 1.5 inch. Let's just see what it looks like. Whoops. 1.5 inch, yep, it's 1.5 inch. It looks small, doesn't it, after you cut it? Almost looks like 1 inch, but that's 1.5 inch. So I wonder if these are going to be long enough now that I cut these. That one book I might have to cut the other way. We'll see how long it is, but this one, it'll be plenty long enough for, and we'll cut a little piece off the end. So this is what I do to get the length. I just put it next to my book covers. Get the bottom even. Make sure it's even. You can do this with the bottom or top. I mean, you could start at the top too and get it even. It doesn't matter which way. Get it even. It's just I can see the bottom better right now, so let me do the bottom. So that if I was at home, I might be getting up and looking over there, you know, if I was doing it from the top, but since I'm at work and I'm just trying to stay out of the camera, let me do it from the bottom. And then everything looks good. It looks good down here. Let's take our ruler. Make a little line so I can get a straight line across where I'm going to cut right there. Okay, that's one. Let me go ahead and cut it. Let me cut it with my scissors since it's just a little cut here. I don't think I need my paper cutter for that. I think I can cut on a line. I think I can. I think think I can. Yes, it looks good, right? Okay. Well, that's the one. We'll keep it like that. And then we will go to our second book. This one here. That's the pages. And our second spine. Now if your cardboard is thinner, you could use 2 pieces stacked on top of each other. Some people do that. This is pretty thick, so I don't think 2 pieces is necessary. So I've got my bottom even. Going to make a line with my pencil where I'm going to cut here. Okay, second spine. See? Looks good, right? That one goes with that one. Okay, let's do our little golden book next. Next one I think is not, these are going to be too short, so I'm going to have to cut another one for the next one. But I think it's good for these. Let's see, let's get this going in the right direction. Even on the bottom. Okay, this isn't quite even right here. Okay, that's even. Turned out perfect. Okay, another one, number 3. Okay, and this one. Okay, this one I think I'm going to have to make a longer one. I'm sure. Yes, just barely, a little bit off. See that? Okay, so I have this other piece of cardboard right here. So let me do it this way. 1.5 inches. Where's my ruler? Okay, 1.5 inches. Get our little paper cutter and line this up. This one, now it feels thicker than the other one. It's pretty thick too, though. It's very thick. Not just cardboard, more like chipboard. Okay, yep, right on the line. There we go. Line that up evenly. Four spines just like that. Now to put them together. Since this one is here, let's do this one first. Everybody does this different, so this is the way I do it. I like it this way. I think it comes out nice and strong, flexible, just right, okay? And then I'll show you in just a second. Next step is I tape it together. This is duct tape. This stuff is really strong. I mean, when you stick this down, if you've ever used it, you know it's going to stick forever, right? So, I mean, you can barely even get it unstuck here off the roll, let alone if you stick it down there. And then I put fabric over that with glue. But I like the tape. I feel like it's stronger than glue, to me. And so what you can do, you can either cut 2 pieces, whatever you're comfortable with. You can cut 2 pieces like that, and cut like this. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. Now you do want to leave a little space in between, just a tiny space in between. So let me get that ready. In between your cardboard and your book, because you're going to need it to be flexible and have room to bend. Okay? So you're just going to leave a tiny, tiny space. You can kind of measure with something, like maybe this is actually too wide. Maybe a piece of cardboard here, like this. Okay. You want everything to be even, top and bottom, but a little space here. Okay. Now that I made that little space, see, if your spine was thinner, you could use possibly 1 piece of tape. But since this is, if I tried to do this, it would barely cover over, and I want a nice overlapping piece of tape so it's like nice and strong. You know what I mean? I would feel like it would be weak if I only put 1 piece of tape over this. So I'm going to use 2. I'm going to, I think I'm going to do the wraparound method. So what you need to pay attention to is what is on the front of your cover if you're going to do the wraparound method. See, I don't want to cover too much of this up, so I'm not going to do the wraparound right now. I'm going to do one side at a time so I can look at this side when I'm covering it up. This side's probably going to, the tape's probably going to stick out over the side more than I want it to stick out on the front of the cover. So one side at a time for this. So again, get everything even, measure my little space, make sure it's there. Idea is just a tiny space, really. You don't have to get crazy about it, but you do need a little space. Okay. I mean, if you look at a book, it does have a little space like here where we even cut off. A little space right there, even on a little goal in the book where we didn't cut off this part. So it's kind of like that. Okay. That's me. I want to get this pulled out the length because I don't want to mess up my, you know, everything being straight here and all lined up. So if I can get it down in one. Now I'm going to let this overlap, stick out on the top here, and then I'll cut it off or either fold it down a little bit. I just want to, that way I'll have it even. I can cut it off even at the top if I want to cut it off. So just a little bit sticking over the top. And I want to get it straight down on the book cover and the cardboard without moving it. Now I know I'm moving this, so I'm going to line that up again. But right now we're just getting this, okay? So we got it down. I'm going to let a little bit overlap here too because I can cut more off later. I just want to get this roll of tape cut off here for the moment. Okay. Now, let me show you. See? So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off because, let's see, I want to see how my tape's going to be on the top. See, I'm going to try to make my tape come only up to here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off at the top and the bottom. And I just thought of something. If you hear my notifications, I forgot to turn it off, I believe, so let me apologize ahead of time. I don't know why it's like at lunchtime I kind of forget to turn off my notifications. And so I'll just be lucky if I don't get any, right? But I try to make it a pleasant sounding sound so that whenever I do get notifications, I mean, most people when they hear my notification sound, they're like, oh, wasn't that nice? But I know it can get a little loud on the videos, so I'm just warning you ahead of time in case I get one. I don't want you to be startled. I know they startle me sometimes if I hear one. Okay, so let's do this side. See how that looks? See how it bends already? Looking nice, right? I think it looks really nice. And I kind of bought this, it looks like burlap. I got it at Walmart. It looks like burlap duct tape, okay? And I kind of bought this one because it's neutral, and if I ever wanted to let it show, it wouldn't be like horrible, you know, some horrible bright color. Not that there's anything wrong with that if you have a bright, colorful, you know, type of journal. That would be cool, right? So let's do this side. Make sure our space isn't too big. Everything is even lined up. Okay, we're going to do our second piece of tape on this one. So if I can get all these spines done today, that would be awesome, right? I looked at this tape to make sure I had enough, and I looked like I had enough, so we should be good to go with the tape. But I know one time I went to get this at Walmart and they were out of it. So the next time I went, they had it again, and I got two to make sure I didn't run out, you know, even if Walmart runs out. Because I don't make, you know, if you are familiar with my journals, I don't make a whole lot of journals. I need to make more because I have so many books, but it's not like I'm always making book journals. But when I want to make a book journal, I want to have this on hand. Now this one I did put even because I had already decided, I guess, what I was doing on, like I cut this side off, so I already decided. But it's the back, so I could still wrap it around. Let me see if I want to do that on the back. I think I'm going to play the back by ear too, and let me, because it has this pretty picture here. I wouldn't mind all of these words showing on the back, you know, not covering them up. So let's cut this tape off of here. Nice and straight, hopefully. It is being covered up with fabric though, so if you kind of do anything weird with the tape, or, I mean, this is my method, the tape. So you can see how nice that looks, right? I mean, it's nice and folds nicely. You know, there's the spine on this side so far. We're going to cover this side with tape too. So let's see how we can do this side. So this side, a little bit too wide to just do one. So again, we're going to put it even, well, let me see if I can put it even at the top. See, it's hard for me to see over there, so I'm gonna put it a little bit over the top, and then I've got it lined up here on the back. It's the back cover. I've got it lined up beside the picture here, but still plenty of on the spine. So this makes the spine really strong. I feel like it does. You're gonna have the chipboard. You have 2 layers of tape, you know, one on the outside, one on the inside. Then you have your fabric. So that's a lot. And I feel like the spine is very strong by the time I get done with it. I mean, that's why I started doing it this way, because I have learned, you know, different ways, and I have tried different ways. And then I saw somebody do this, and I was like, oh, I want to try that. And I felt like, wow, that is, you know, I like that. I like how it feels and looks, and that I know in my head what I did, and then I feel like it's nice and strong. So you just want to press that down. Okay, so we're going to really have overlapping tape here on this side because I'm going to overlap it just enough to go right up to this letter and over the front cover. So it's going to be nice and strong here. So actually this is going to have like 2 layers in the middle part here, pretty much, you know. So that's another layer. And it's not really hard to punch through all these layers when you're putting in your signatures. If you had 2 pieces of cardboard, that might be hard. I've never done that. I've always used cardboard thick enough cardboard so I don't have to, you know, put 2 pieces of cardboard. Okay. So my fabric's going to have to go right up to this letter too. Keep that in mind. Fabric or trim or whatever I put here. I'm going to have to go right up to here to cover up this tape. So let me think about that for a second. I wonder, probably can't pull this over. Yeah, I can. I've never done this before. Pulled it up. But I kind of want to move it over if I can a little bit so that, because that could be an issue later where I'm covering up the B. If my fabric, and I have fabric and trim, that B could get covered up. So once again, let's put it down, but not quite so close to the B. But we need plenty on the cover. Okay, there we go, that's better. See, I have a little space there. Okay, it's still sticking good. I can feel it, you know, just going down good. So we're good to go. Okay, so now we're going to cut off our roll down here, and at the top here where we have it sticking over, cut it just even with your book covers. And see there's a little piece sticking up, just push it down, wrap it around, mold it to your book. Okay, disappears. This side, good to go. Make sure everything's pressed down. See how nice that is? I mean, doesn't that look good? Awesome, right? All nice and no problem, opening, closing. So that one's good. It's ready for fabric and trim or whatever. So I'll take these home tonight and figure out what fabrics I want to use. I haven't even figured that out yet, but I'm going to leave it like this to take home. So I'm going to put that one over there. Let me see what time it is. Now the next one I'm going to go a little faster, the next 3, and see if we can get these all done in the next like 25 minutes here. Trash, trash, trash. Okay, so now that you see how I do it, we're just going to go for it on these. And let me see how far the front of this one can come out farther. I mean, I could go all the way over there if I wanted, but I'm not. I could go all the way over here. Really, I probably just want to go right to here with the tape. So let's measure again our little space. You can eyeball it too. You don't have to use anything to measure. Just a little space is all you need. Good to go. I hope I don't run out of tape. Because I really want to get these done. This one. Okay. Let me see. Let's see, do I want to have it over the golden part or not? Really, it doesn't matter here because it's getting covered up with fabric, you know what I mean? I just want this is just to attach the spine. So again, I'm going to leave it a little bit over the top. lay it down straight all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so that is picking up the cardboard now. The cardboard is attached. So I want to see something. I want to pick this up for a second and see if I wrap it around how it's going to be, and it's going to be good on this one. So I'm going to wrap this one around and not cut it. So I'm just going to fold that down for a second, or not for a second, I'm going to fold it down and then pull this around. Okay, pull it off my roll. Okay, get it straight. Get some room here. Get it straight. Line it up with my top little piece that I folded over. Okay. And remember, if it's a little crooked, doesn't matter because you are covering this with fabric. Okay, so I'm going to cut it up above my top of my book because I'm going to wrap it to the back. Okay. So, there you go. Front cover's on, nice and wrapped. Press it down. You can see it's good to go. It bends nicely. Okay, let's get our back cover on. The back cover. Same thing, we're going to do the same thing. Our little space. I'm not going to even measure anything, I'm just eyeballing it, just putting it back together here. So I want to get this done. So, make sure it's even though. Don't get reckless. Talking to myself, right? Don't get reckless. I'm still a perfectionist. Okay, I think you're good to go. I just don't want that space to be too big or too small. Kind of want it just to be just right. There we go. That looks good. I'm just going to go right here. So the tape will be overlapping a bit, but that just makes our spine stronger. I'm going to wrap it around again. So I'm going to put this down here. Wrap this top piece down. Just push it down. And smush it all down to the spine, make it even. Okay. And wrap this around so that it's straight. You know, you don't want a wrinkle down here or anything, causing bulk or any kind of weirdness on the bottom of your book covers here. So let's just bring this up. Sorry, I need to see what I'm doing. Need to see what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm lining up with the top piece of tape again. That's kind of a good guide, you know, so you can get it straight. Now see, I'm trying to get it wrinkled here, so let me pull it back down. Okay, kind of smooth it out as you're going up. Okay, even if it's not even with the tape, it doesn't matter because you're going to be covering this with fabric, okay? Because it went over a little bit. It went over a little bit, but it doesn't matter. You can see it looks straight, right? Okay. You're going to be covering all of this tape with fabric, so do not worry if you think it might not be lined up right. It's okay. I'm going to get a big piece of fabric and some trims and make it all pretty. So this doesn't really, I mean, you do your best, but see how this is like that? It doesn't matter because the fabric's going to go probably right out to here, at least, with maybe some trim and other stuff. So, all right, looks good. You see a wrinkle, just push it down, smush it down. There's a little bit of something right here, but I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but there's something right there, but that doesn't matter. Again, you're going to be covering that up with fabric. So just, you can put put something in the, if you have a, I don't have a bone folder here, but if you want, you can, you don't have to do this right now. You don't want to end up cutting your tape or anything. You can do it after you get the fabric on and press down in your little grooves here. So we'll do that later when we get the fabric on. Right now you're just getting your spine on and it's good to go. You can see that's with the little golden part here. So you have that extra space. And let me show you. See, the spine's going to be like this. Like this. The little golden parts are right here and right here. Got your spine. And see, let me show you. This is why I did it, to help with the pages, keeping the pages the same length. Okay, so right now they still fit, right? And that's how they're going to be, unless I decide to trim them a little bit. So we're good with that one. That's number 2. I'll lay it out flat like this to carry it back home with me tonight. And now we have, let's see, got about 19 minutes. That includes cleanup time. So next spine. Line it up, get our little space in between the book cover and the cardboard. Get our tape. Let me see actually the front on this one. This one has quite a bit of space, so I probably can wrap around on this one. You make sure your covers are upright. You don't want to do it upside down. See, it's all upright. Sorry, I messed it up, but that is a good thing to remember. Make sure your covers are upright before you tape them together. If this one was upside down, that would be a problem. Or this one was upside down, that would be a problem. Make sure they're upright. This has Christmas trees too, so you can see they're all going in the right direction, in the same direction. Okay. Okay. I'm going to wrap on this one, but it's going to go like this. Let me see. How do I want it? I think I want it like this. Okay, I'm going to wrap around. See, it's still some of the trees are showing in the church. Let me make sure it's not going crooked though. Looks like it might be trying to go crooked. Okay. The words are showing, so we're good on that. I mean, if you cover up your words, I have covered up my words, so if you have to cover up your words, you have to cover up your words. That's all there is to it. You know, sometimes you have to cover up your words a little bit, but it's a repurposed book, you know, so you just go with what you can. So I didn't fold this down, so I'm going to just leave it like that and cut a little bit up here, so I can just fold it this way. I don't want my tape to go together right now, so I'm just going to fold it down this way. And then put our back on, still going, everything's still going in the right direction. Get our space. Oh man, I think I better run out of tape. There was so much tape on there. I might not have enough for my last book though. Darn it. It looked like there was so much tape on there. And then when I started pulling off, that's why I kept saying, I hope I have enough tape, because yeah, it looked like it was going fast. We shall see after this. I know I can finish this one. I just don't know about the next one. Getting my muscles worked out today with pulling on this tape. I can feel my muscles, like, ow. Okay, I'm going to fold this down before I get to the top. This time, cut this off. You see it cuts pretty, well, these scissors cut it pretty easily. You know, maybe it depends on your scissors, but I know I have some other scissors that I don't think it cut quite so easily. I don't remember. But it seems like these scissors are working really good on here, on this tape. Cutting it really easy. They must be a little sharper than the ones I have at home. Okay, so just smooth everything out. Make sure it's all pressed down. Don't, you know, get crazy with any wrinkles. You're going to be covering this up with fabric. So you see it all bends nicely. Looks good, right? Good to go. All right, let's see if we can get one more done. If we have enough or not, don't have enough tape. I should have brought my other one just to make sure, but I looked at it and I thought, looked like there was so much on here, but we're going to see what we can do here. Covers are upright. See the birds? Okay, at least we can get one side done maybe, if not the other. Okay, let me look at this and see if we can do it. Yeah, I've got a lot of space in between the side and the words and the pictures, so I think I'm going to wrap around on this one too, unless I run out of tape. Everything's upright again. Okay. Try not to waste any tape here, so that maybe I won't run out. And that just moved, so I'm going to just press it down on here and check my space. It's moving on me. Okay. Now we can press it down. Okay. Let's see if we can pull some out here and get it wrapped around. Okay, I'm going to fold this top piece down. Let me put this down for a second, get this pulled around nicely. Okay, fold this around. Yeah, I have no idea who I saw do this before me, but somebody did it, and I really liked it, and I tried it, and I was like, wow, that is so much better than anything else. Like, I saw someone just use fabric, like the cardboard and fabric, glue fabric on. So I tried that, and that was okay. I mean, that works. And then some people use the Tyvek instead of like the tape. They use Tyvek, which is fine. But you're gluing that on, and I just like the idea of how sticky this tape is, and not relying on glue. And then you have the glue and the fabric, so you've got so many layers, right? Okay, so let's just cut a little piece off here that we're going to fold down and see if we have enough left, which I have no idea if there's two. Looks like there could be two wraps around, so I guess we'll just see how far we can go and then cut it off if we run out, right? I don't want to do that, but like I could just do this side and the other side I could do at home if I run out of tape. But let's just see. Everything's upright, and gonna see. Oh, see there? I think that was the end. Oh, it's sticky all the way down here. Okay. We might make it all the way around. I don't know. Let's see. We won't waste any, that's for sure. Make a tiny little, you know, I'm not gonna make a, I'm not gonna put it over the top. I'm gonna put it right even with the book cover at the top. Bring it down in hopes that we will make it all the way around. It's always a challenge, right? All the way around. Come on, tape. Don't fail me now. I washed all these books off, but this I might try wash again, and I'll probably cover this up with something later too. Maybe before I put the fabric on, cover that up and then put fabric, we'll see. Okay, still sticky. Wow, this tape is all sticky all the way to the end. That's crazy, but good, I made it. Yeah, that's awesome. See if some tape, you know how it's not sticky at the last part, but this seems to be sticky all the way to the end here. Even, it's probably gonna be sticky all the way up to there. That's my last piece, look. We just made it, we just barely made it. Awesome, so happy. Yay, clap, everybody clap. Okay, awesome, so cute, right? Isn't that gonna be cute? So much cuter than it was, right? We're making these books better. I mean, this was probably headed for the trash, so we are saving these books and making them better than they were. Going to be beautiful. Love it. Okay, we made it. Now, do we have any time left? I've got about 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Shall we push it? Push it to the limit? You know I like to do that on my lunch break. Push it to the limit. Take a drink of Mountain Dew. I'm going to show you my magazines. Let me grab my magazines and bend it over here. Pulling stuff out of my bag. Did I show them to you? I don't think I showed them to you yet. I think I pulled them out yesterday, did I? Look how pretty. What's in here? Advertisements. Okay. Anyway, I've got a pretty country living that we can turn into a traveler's notebook magazine journal. That's the plan. Very pretty. These are from last December, from 2018. Okay, pretty, right? Look at that Christmas tree. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. I love the colors. And I love this too. Country living. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. That's why I saved it. And Martha Stewart. Okay, isn't that pretty? Cookie wreath. And I could either leave this or cover it up, but it's going to be like this. Traveler's notebook. So I'm going to be folding it like this. So this will be the front. This will be the back, probably. And, or is that right? Am I telling you right? Let me see. No, this will be the front. I told you wrong. This will be the front. I know there's a lot of glare in there, but let me pick it up. See? Pretty. Let me show you this one. It's going to be like this. I'll be reinforcing the paper and stuff, but it'll be like this. It's going to be super cute. I've made these before, so I made them with Better Homes and Gardens and Country Living before, so they come out super cute. But that'll be the cover for this one. Awesome. And I'll be making it Traveler's Notebook size, so I can cut it down. Like, you don't have to worry about this. So look like, say you want to make one out of a magazine journal, pick out your magazine, and 8 1/4. So measure 8 1/4. 8 1/4 comes to right here. Let me get this straight here. 8 1/4 comes to right here. So you don't have to worry about this label. You'll be cutting it off right there. This label will be gone. So that works out perfectly. The same thing here. See the label? 8 1/4 comes to, well, this comes a little bit into the label. So you could make it 8 if you wanted to cut off the label completely, or put a little trim on the bottom. We'll see how we do with that. We might just make it 8. This is a bigger magazine, so this one would go 8 1/4 goes to right here. Cool. Now I could bring it down a little bit, and if I want to keep more of the cookie, there's about a 1/4 inch up here, so if I bring it up a 1/4 inch right here, so because this would be cut off a 1/4 inch at the top and then be able to keep 1/4 inch more at the bottom, so it'll come to right here. Right here. Keep a little bit more of the cookie if you want. So, super fun. And what I do, let's see, I've got 4.5 minutes. So what I do, I can do all these at the same time too, like the other one, but what I do is start with my cover. This is going to be my cover. Back. What I do is I want 10 pages from the magazine. It's my goal when I do a magazine journal. I take the cover. This is the cover. Then I go through the magazine and pick out 10 pages. So just this is the cover. Okay. Now I can change my mind as I go along, you know, but this is pretty. So I want that one. Okay, I want that to be one of my pages. This is not one of the fold over ones. This is one where we're going to make pages just like a traveler's notebook. Okay, I don't want this one. But do I want to cut some of these little things out? Possibly. So we're going to put that to the side, maybe like this over here, under here. I'm putting the ones I want as pages lengthwise. This one, no, but I might want to cut out this little truck right here. Keeping that possible ephemera. This one, the contents page. Never know when you might want some words too, so look out for words you might want to use. Here's the word Christmas. This little bunch of presents right here could be something. So this I'm going to keep for possible potential ephemera. All right. Now I love this page in what is this? The Country Living. I love this page, the field guide page. They always have this page, and this one is Christmas themed. It's beautiful. I love it. So this is going to be a page in the journal, and I'll tell you later what I do with the. If I don't like the other side, I'll tell you later what I do with that. But I love this side. So right now we're going to put this in our page pile. This one, potential ephemera. I mean, look at this cute Christmas tree. I don't care about the numbers. That doesn't bother me. It actually could be a page too, because I actually love this whole thing, but I want to put it for ephemera right now, and I could change my mind later. We don't need the drug pages. That's going in the trash. Make sure there's no words on there though. It's all like drug related words, so I don't think safety information, no, I don't think so. This I love. Look at the train. Potential page. If we get too many pages, we can go through them and narrow them down. This is neat. 'Tis the season. All these different, you know, triangles or diamond shapes here. And if it doesn't end up being a page, there's a cute bear on the back, and this is cute here. So potential, either a page or potential ephemera. This I don't really care for in a Christmas type magazine journal, but look at the other side. Absolutely beautiful. So we're keeping that for a page. This, don't see any words here or really anything I want to use in the journal. This side either. So this side, I'm not going to really keep this. I don't really see anything I want to use there. This is pretty. This side I don't like, but I'm going to keep this for right now. It's got all these 4 Christmas trees on there, and I think that's kind of cool. This one, no. Drug related pages again, and a walk-in bathtub. So I don't need that. I'm just going a little quick because I know my time is, I've got like 1 minute now. So this page I'm going to keep, and look at this page. Look at this one with the cookies. That's cool. So these next 2 pages are really cool. This is pretty, and this is pretty. So this has neat stuff on both sides. Look at that. I love that. Okay, love both those sides. Both the sides of that page. And I love this cookie page. This side, not so much with the cereal, so it probably will cover that up. It's just not Christmassy enough, so anyway, that's where I'm going to be. That's something else I'm going to be working on. So it's time for me to go, and thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to go home, pick out my fabric and trim, and I'm going to think about the closures before. I always forget to think about the closure before I make the whole book cover and I get done. I'm like, you know, I really could have done a different closure on this, but no, the cover's already done. I'm going to think about it, maybe possibly running the closure like ribbon or whatever under. You can put it under the spine, or you can do a little something here with you know, an eyelet. So I might work on that tonight because I've never done an eyelet here, and I don't have you know, any kind of I have a eyelet attacher, but I don't have that big fancy one that everyone uses. I just have a kind of a generic one, so I'll have to practice at home and see if it can go through this thick of a cardboard or, you know, book cover, and if it actually works right, you know, if it doesn't just mangle or something. You know, if you've ever worked with eyelets, you know, sometimes they just mangle. At least mine do, so that's why I hardly ever use them. But that would really be neat if I could put a little grommets here and do a little closure like that, or run something under. But this paper is going to be on here, so it'd have to be, I don't know. Anyway, I'll think about that tonight before I put fabric on, and I don't know. I'll be back with you probably one more day this week, hopefully, and we'll see what else we can get done with the books and the magazine. So see you next time. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting.